What's up, YouTubers? Today I'll bring a deck profile on the Demiurge deck. This main deck is still based on Tiger, but then Tiger is the faster bind for Demiurge to activate the ultimate skill with 12 different Zodiac beasts. That's why you play Tiger more than the Gear Classes one. I don't really like the Gear Classes one, but that deck is still fun. Compared to this one's also fun and could be competitive if you're actually playing it right. But then most of the time it's not, because this deck doesn't rush your opponent as much as the other decks. Like, doesn't put enough pressure on it. So let's get on started. For starting Vanguard, we have Chronofang G. You can play any other two started as Zodiac Time Beast. Makes no difference because you're never gonna use the skill. So whichever one's fine. The reason I played this one is because it has a stamp on it. That's all. Then moving on to grade 3, we have 4 Chronofang Tiger. Tiger is the main grade 3. You were right. 2 skill GP2. You could discard anything to strike, and that card goes to the bind zone instead of the drop zone. So it makes you bind 12 Zodiac beasts faster, because every single turn you strike, that's guaranteed 1. Second ability is when this rides on Vanguard, you could choose a card from your hand and bind it. Then you choose one in your opponent's rear guard and return it, and then they call a card that's downgraded by 2 out. So as long as you bounce a grade 1 or grade 0, they can't call anything out. If you bounce a grade 3, they can call a grade 1. You bounce a grade 2, they can call a grade 0. Other than that, they can't really call anything. Then moving on to grade 3, we play 2 Chronofang Tiger G. I play 2 mainly because if you can bind Zodiac Beast from the field and you want to put in the bind zone, Tiger is a good card for you to do that, because skill is after you attack Vanguard, you could soul blast 1 and choose a card on the field and bind it. Then if you do, you could choose a unit from the same column as this on your opponent's field and then return it to the bottom deck. So it's like Chrono Jet's ability, but then you have to bind one as a cost. The other reason you play it because it's a Zodiac Beast, so you could bind it, and I have a stamp one, that's why I play it. You don't have to, but there's nothing good as a backup Vanguard. Plus, if you actually ride into this, as a name, you have a Tiger in it at least, so you could use Rebellion skill. Then moving on, we play 1 Dragon G. It's okay. I play it because it's Zodiac Beast, and if you actually ride on this, you could still use the skill because Tiger Rebellion, it's also a 12 Zodiac. Also, which unit? Bind Time Dragon is a Gear Dragon. So you could have his second skill when you strike a Zodiac Beast or a Gear Dragon. You could choose a card from your hand and bind it. No, choose a card from your hand and call it. Then choose a unit to time leap it. So it actually give you a time leap skill. But then most of the time you just use this for shy and to bind it. Nothing much. Then moving on to grade 2, we have Chronos Spin Serpent. This is a snake for the Zodiac Beast. You run 2 because it does nothing. It's a 10k vanilla. It's good to ride on it because when you ride it, you have a 10k body, so your opponent doesn't rush you that much. Then moving on, we have Chrono Claw Monkey. It's bad skill too, because you don't want to waste your canvas on stuff like this. It's when it plays on rear guard. If you have a Zodiac Time Beast on the Vanguard, you could canvas 1. This unit gains 5k, so it becomes 14k that turn. So it's okay. If you actually really want to use the skill, I recommend playing each Zodiac by 2, just because you want to have a higher chance to bind it. Plus, this Chronofang Tiger and Chrono Jet G is actually an extra target to bind, because your 12 Zodiac originally, I'm gonna show it as the deck goes on, and then those are just extra target you can bind to help you fill up the space that you need. Then we play 2 Buffalo. Buffalo is a 12k attacker as long as your Vanguard is 12 is a Zodiac Time Beast, which your Chronofang is. So you can use the skill. Then we play 3 Ideal Drawn. You play 3. 3 is fine. I mean, when it attacks, if you have a when it attacks, you can counterblast 1 and bind the top card of your deck face up. If your Vanguard is gear classes, you can pay this cost and it gains 2000. Then if the attack hits, you can search up your deck for 2 cards, bind 1, and then put the other one to the drop zone. So it helps you to thin out your deck and to bind Zodiac. Your first strike and Demiurge is all gear classes, and you can use this at grade 2 also. So if you actually write gear classes grade 2, let's say you write itself and then you have another one in your hand, you could call it out and use the skill. So it works at grade 2 and a strike turn. So not bad. I mean, it helps you set up. Then we'll play 3 of this Ideal Drone as well. First skill is if you have 5 cards in bind zone, it gains resist 5 or more. Second skill is when this intercept to guard against gear classes Vanguard. You could search up your deck for Zodiac Time Beast and then bind it, then it gains an extra 5k shield. So it's a 10k shield. It's not bad. At grade 2, you could use it. Mainly because it has resist, I guess. Plus, is an extra target for you to ride as a gear classes as grade 2. So it help you set up for this card. Let's say if you actually ride on this and then you call this on the side and you call this on the side, you have both skill activated. So after grade 2, your opponent's turn and your opponent attacks your Vanguard, you could intercept with this and you could bind the Zodiac right away. Not bad. It just helps you to get a higher chance to get it. Then last grade 2 we play is this Tiger support. So first skill is for if you have a Vanguard with Chronofang's name, for each face-up bind card it gains 1000. So the turn before you strike into Demiurge, you usually have around 12 bind already. So this card gains 12k. So that's a 21k attacker. And second skill is in the bind zone, you could soul blast 1 and call this back to rare. So if you actually bind this, and you only need 1, because I mean, if it's in the bind zone, you can call it back. If it's on the board, it's a good attacker. That's nothing much. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. You can play something else as you want. You can play extra 1 of this or extra 1 of this. But I recommend this though, because the skill is better. Because the other one, you need to intercept gear classes. So you need to intercept and guard the gear classes, or else it doesn't have the skill, which only works at grade 2. That's it. Then moving on to grade 1, we play 2 Jack. It's an 11k attacker as a grade 1 top beast. That's nothing much. Then we play 2 AK vanilla. It's only an AK vanilla. I mean, if you ride it as an AK, it's pretty good. But then, other than that, it's a good AK booster, and you bind it with it. Then we play 1 unicorn. You only need 1, I figured, because this deck you could actually cycle the deck really fast, and then you could get this bind easily. You could bind it with a Tiger skill if it has it in hand. If not, you have Abiana. Our Quintet Wall. Quintet Wall is actually good in this deck. You play 4, just because it allows you to bind a card and then return 2 back to the deck. So basically, every single time you are not using 5 cards to guard your attack. You're basically using 3 cards, since you're returning 2 every single time back. So you're losing 3 instead of 5. That's not bad. And it helps you because if you have let's say you only have 1 copy and this is in the drop zone already, you get Emiana guard. After guard, you could choose a card from the drop zone, which is this. You could bind it and then just return any 2 unit you want. Then lastly, we play the grade 1 Ideal Drone. You want to ride this as a Vanguard because you want it to be in the soul. I know the other one allows you to soul charge, but then I don't really like that one, so I just play for this. Also, when you move your starter out from the first grade one, right, you try to put it on the side instead of behind the Vanguard, because this had to boost the idea of boost the gear classes, which one of your shrines always gear classes, so you want to put it behind Vanguard. This way, it has a skill. Then moving on to grade zeros, we play 4 critical trigger. This is a rabbit, one of the 12 beast trigger. Then we play 4 hamster, also 12 beast. Then we play 3 sheep, 12 beast that you could buy, and then we play 2 chicken that you want to buy as well. Lastly, we play 3 of the critical trigger for gear classes. So by having the grade 1 in the soul, you could use the skill, and you could basically call this, and then when you shine to your gear classes shrine, you could choose a. You don't have. I mean, does it? Yeah, you don't need to have your Vanguard to be gear classes, but you need to have 1 in the soul. So as long as you have this or this or this in the soul, you can use the skill, because most of the time you're gonna have 1 in the drop zone. So return it and then check top, shuffle it, check top 3. If you found a gear classes in it, you try to put it into the soul again. So next time you get a crit, you could use it again. And then you bind 1. So it helps you to bind 12 Zodiac as well. Then moving on to the shrines, we have 4 of the one that you when you after shrine, when the attack hits, you could bind the top card of your deck and then face up and then choose a card from your hand and swap a card from the bind zone. So basically, it allows you to get whatever you need. Let's say you use a skill and then you bind a heal trigger, but then you only have GB1, you want GB2 right away, so you could just take the heal trigger back to your hand and bind another Zodiac you want. You play 4 because it's actually it's not bad as shy. You could go into this like 2 to 3 times. It helps you set up your 12 Zodiac anyway, so it's pretty good. Then we play 4 Rebellion. Rebellion's a good card. I mean, you could bind a Zodiac from the board and from your hand. It helps you extra set up right away. That's 2. With your GB2 shy, that's 3, and with your Tiger skill, that's already 4. And if you actually use this skill, that sometimes it could be 5, depends on what you get. Then moving on, plus it's a quadruple dry check and a critical extra crit. Then moving on, we play 1 Demiurge. Just 1's fine, because you're not gonna bind like 24 Zodiac beasts. Most of the time 12 is enough. The max I get last time was from one of the game is 20 card, but then like the other 4 it's not even Zodiac because I swapped for what I need. So I mean, once is good enough. You only need it once anyway. It helps you to win. It's a win condition if you actually use it. Then we'll play 2 Bind Time Dragon. If you don't want to ride into Rebellion and you want more cost, like Soul and Counter Blast, you could go into Bind Time, which allows you to Counter Charge 2 and Soul Charge 2 at the end of the turn. So the point to Soul Charge 2 because you need the Soul more, because this causes Soul, Rebellion causes Soul, what else causes Soul? I believe, yeah, Tiger G causes Soul as well. So that's why the Soul Charge is pretty good. Then moving on to G Guardian, we play 3 Lu. Still good card. It lets you bounce 2 unit back. So it actually, if you actually use 1 Queen de Wall, and then after the Queen de Wall you have G Guardian, it actually makes the cost of the Queen de Wall to be 1 card used from the deck. Since Queen de Wall itself brings back 2, this brings back 2, that which means you use 1 card from your deck to guard. It's like Gurgit's skill, so it's not that bad. Then moving on, we play 1 as a 10k one. It's pretty good, not bad. It helps you set up to get this critical on the board, so you can use the skill next when your turn. So that's why you play one. It's not that bad. Lastly, we play one. The counterboss one, you could bounce one on your opponent's back row. If you don't like this one, you could change it to this one. I mean, the 10k guard is not that bad. Help you to set up what you need with the triggers. Usually, you just call this. I mean, unless you want to go to Rebellion and bind one of the trigger from the board. Other than that, that's basically it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time.